Renowned playwright and actor Girish Karnad has received a death threat for his demand to rename Karnataka's international airport in Bengaluru after Tipu Sultan. A tweet posted by the username Intolerant Chandra reads, and I quote, Girish Karnad will meet the same end like Kalburgi if he enrages the Karnatakas by replacing the Kemp Gowda with Tipu Sultan. The tweet has since been deleted, but the Bengaluru police have launched a probe to trace the guilty. The threat follows violent protests and police complaints against Girish Karnad. The police have received complaints of religious insult and disruption of social harmony against Girish Karnad. The actor triggered fury in Karnataka after he recommended that the Kemp Gowda airport be renamed after Tipu Sultan. According to Girish Karnad, Kemp Gowda was not the freedom fighter that Tipu Sultan was. Karnad also enraged people when he said if Tipu Sultan had been a Hindu, he would have been worshipped like Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Interestingly, there is a counter death threat issued against the BJP MP Pratap Simha for speaking against Tipu Sultan, and this death threat was apparently issued on Facebook. The BJP MP has also lodged a complaint with the police regarding this. India Today's Rohini Swami now joins me with the latest on this. Rohini, take us through the details of the police complaint that has been made about that tweeter, the person who tweeted against Girish Karnad. What have investigations revealed so far?
Well, the police are trying to find out as to who owned that Twitter handle, because they need to get in touch. They are in touch with the cyber crime cell and trying to trace that. They're also finding out as to the death threat that has been given to Pratap Simha, who's the BJP MP, on his Facebook. That also is being traced. Now there are also complaints that have been filed against Girish Karnad in the Vidhan Sabha police station, also in two other police stations in Karnataka, and these are saying that Girish Karnad has hurt the sentiments of people. There are two sides to this. There is one
Stay
set
with
of
me
people
for a
who are
moment,
offended
Rohini.
by Girish Karnad's
We also have
comments.
BJP MP Pratap Simha who joins us on the broadcast. Sir, tell us details about the complaint that you have made against the death threat you have received.
Is it Sawant?
Yeah, Gaurav Sawant. Go on, sir.
Namaste.
Namaste.
See, on 10th of November, we had called for the Bandh of Coorg, where over 1 lakh Kurgis were killed by Tipu Sultan during his tyrannic rule. So there is a place called Devati Parambu, which is the same place which this massacre took place. Even the Kurgis are demanding for a national monument over there. So suddenly the people were very annoyed because of the state government which chose to celebrate the birthday of Tipu Sultan. So we supported it. See, in a democracy, even dissenting voice can be accommodated. So we called for the one. We were not even protesting. The same evening, the same day, a person by name Kutappa, he's a VHP leader. He got killed in Coorg.
Yes.
I went there. I personally went there and I oversaw everything, and I was there when the postmortem was taking place. But before I came back to Mysore, I got a Facebook message. They posted my picture along with the martyred Kutappa, and they threatened me that if you will also meet with the same fate.
Have the police arrested anyone in this connection based on your complaint to the police?
No, not yet. I immediately alerted the city police commissioner, Mr. Dayananda, and he has sent that posting to the CID branch of Karnataka. But till now, nothing has been done. I have registered a police complaint in Vijayanagar station, but police is yet to act, and I think they are pressing down.
Sir, stay with me for a moment. We have the Congress Party MP, SP Mudan Gowda on the broadcast with me. Mr. Gowda, why is the police not taking action in a complaint that has been filed by the BJP MP in this case?
To tell you honestly, today in the newspaper only I came to know that there was a threat call to my learned friend Mr. Pratap Simha, and I did not know that a complaint has been lodged with the Vijayanagar police. That's like what I could heard from my friend, learned friend, Mr. Pratap Simha. See, first of all, one thing I would like to make clear.
Yes.
If there is any threat to Mr. Pratap Simha, my friend, he is definitely a lawmaker. He can definitely lodge a complaint. If he has already lodged a complaint, I can tell you with all responsibility at my command, the law will take its own course. The law will, and I will also insist the government of Karnataka to give protection to the learned MP, and he should exercise all his duties and responsibilities in his constituency without any fear or favor. That's why it is the responsibility of the government of Karnataka also to give all protection to Mr. Pratap Simha.
That's point one. Point two, what have police investigations, Mr. Gowda, revealed so far about who threatened Mr. Girish Karnad?
Girish Karnad.
Yes.
Girish Karnad is not justified in making a statement like that, because it is now the issue is not there. Kempegoda's name has already been called to the Bangalore airport, international airport. Kempegoda he is responsible to build Bangalore, and Kempegoda was during 16th century, during which period there was absolutely no question of this independence movement. That's why Mr. Girish Karnad, a Jnanapith awardee, is not justified in making such a thing. A person with that status, while making sensitive statements, they should keep everything in their mind. They should not try to disturb the health of the society.
But the allegation that the BJP is leveling against you is that the Congress party celebrated Tipu Sultan's birth centenary only to create trouble in Karnataka.
What is wrong if the Congress party celebrates the birth anniversary of Tipu Sultan? What is wrong in it? We have been saying, if there is anything against him, it is for anybody who is either affected or who is not interested can make their own statement. But they should not disturb the function organized by either the government of Karnataka or any organization which they are performing on their own. There is nothing to
respond to that, Mr. Pratap Simha.
Any organization that are organizing
Mr. Sawan, I have two small questions for you.
Okay. Mr. Pratap Simha wants to respond to you. Mr. Gowda, stay with me. Pratap Simha, respond to that. Why is the BJP upset that Tipu Sultan...
Please allow me to tell. As soon as Mr. Girish Karnad got the threat call, the whole media is tamtaming the whole nation. It has become so sensitive. I got the death threat day before yesterday. None of the national media reported it. I'm quite shocked. Even I was a journalist. I studied journalism for 5 years, but I never heard this kind of journalism in my lifetime.
Yes.
And coming to the point of Girish Karnad, see, this guy says Tipu was a freedom fighter, and whereas Kempegoda was not a freedom fighter. And he has been awarded Jnanapith, which is the highest award for literary work. And please enrich my knowledge, please enlighten me. When Kempegoda was alive, where were the Britishers? He was in 15th century. At that time, Britishers were nowhere in India.
Sure. And why are you opposing the Congress government in Karnataka for celebrating Tipu Sultan's birth anniversary?
Okay. Please allow me one minute. I'll explain everything.
Okay.
See, if you go through the history, this history is not written by any BJP guys or RSS or from anyone in Sanparivar. See, if you go through Malabar Manual, you go through the book written by Henry or Russell, or you go through the history of Mysore written by Dr. Hayvardhan Rao, or with the Saldana, he has written a detailed account of Tipu's atrocities on Christians in coastal region. Then you will understand the true face of Tipu Sultan. He was not a tiger of Mysore, he was actually a tyrant of Mysore. And
okay, Mr. Gowda, respond to this. No, let's take it point by point. I want the Congress party representative to respond to this. Why are you celebrating, as the BJP alleges, the birth anniversary of what the BJP describes is the tyrant of Mysore and not the tiger of Mysore?
One thing, Congress party believes in one thing. BJP may not believe it. BJP may not agree it. That doesn't mean they should oppose it. We have taken and we have got all concrete evidence to show Mr. Tipu Sultan fought against the Britishers. Okay, he died while fighting against Britishers. He is a freedom fighter according to us. That's why the government of Karnataka has decided to perform the birth anniversary of Mr. Tipu Sultan. But what is the say? Why should these people oppose it? Why should these people call a band for that purpose? If they are not accepting that, they can just say that they are not participating in that. See, we are celebrating many birthdays of many important personalities. And for each and everything, we cannot go on analyzing whether we agree with them or not agree with it. They may get some information stating that he is not a freedom fighter. But according to the information which we have received, according to the evidence which we have got, if Tipu Sultan was a freedom fighter, he lost his life while fighting against
The information you received, Mr. Gowda, did that information also contain information or facts about his having killed fellow Indians, converted Hindus and Christians?
That is only the allegation being made by BJP people.
Okay.
Which we won't agree.
Okay. Okay. Respond to that, Pratap Simha. Mr. Gowda does not agree that Tipu Sultan converted Hindus and Christians to Islam.
I heard everything. Let me counter.
Yes.
And this history is not written by BJP guys. I want to enrich the knowledge of my learned friend and former judge. See, let him go through the books published by Mysore University. At that time, the Mysore University publishing division was headed by Dr. Arvind Malagatti, and the foreword was written by the Jnanpith Awardee, first Jnanpith Awardee of Kannada, Mr. Kuvempu. In that book, they have given a detailed account of Tipu's atrocities on Hindus and Christians. And see, we are not rewriting history. See, if he goes through the actual facts of history, then he will understand. And one more thing, he says Tipu was a freedom fighter. Please tell me, Tipu was alive till 1799. At that time, the one nation concept was not there at all. Where was one nation concept at that time? And see, not just Tipu, even Dutch and French, they fought against British in India. Can you call them freedom fighters? And the same Tipu Sultan who took the support of French and fought against British. During the first war of Anglo-Mysore War, French supported British in their war against Hyder Ali. He was the father of Tipu Sultan. How can you call him a freedom fighter? See, before 1857...
So, there is a healthy debate. No, Mr. Pratap Simha, respond to this. Let there be a healthy debate whether Tipu Sultan was a tiger of Mysore or a tyrant of Mysore. Let there be a debate. Why is the BJP, so angry about the Congress celebrating his birth anniversary? That's point one. And how justified are fringe elements who then issue a death threat to someone like a Girish Karnad?
They can issue a death threat to MP like Pratap Simha, but they cannot issue a death threat for Girish Karnad. Your logic is very well taken. And please let me complete my point.
Okay.
See, we just opposed the celebration of Tipu's birthday. We never resorted to any kind of violences. When they were celebrating, see, the district administration of Coorg never allowed the minority community to take out a procession. So we called for the band, and we were peacefully protesting, and none of our guys were on the street. So, but these guys, they brought people from neighboring Kerala and Mangalore to stay, and they started taking out a procession, and they started hitting those whoever get to see on the street.
Respond to that, Mr. Gowda. The allegation is that the Karnataka government, the Siddaramaiah government acted in a partisan manner, sir.
This guy, Kuttappa, was killed within the premises of the district hospital.
Yes.
Can you believe it? And the media is not showing this.
Respond to that, Mr. Gowda.
Yes, sir.
Kindly respond to the allegation that the Siddaramaiah government acted in a partisan manner and that VHP activist was killed inside the hospital premises. The police remained mute spectators.
Hello, my learned friend Mr. Pratap Simha is not justified in making such allegation. Siddaramaiah's government never acted partisan way. Siddaramaiah government took decision to celebrate the birth anniversary of Tipu Sultan. If it is not liked by the BJP people, they have got every right to oppose it, but they cannot indulge in violence. See, why should they call Band? Why should they call Band of Kalburgi? See, after the function was being organized there also, why should they call Band of Kalburgi? See, that created the problem. And that created the problem, ending the death of 1 or 2 persons. The government of Karnataka is investing that matter also. In fact, the government of Karnataka is prepared to pay compensation to the bereaved family also.
Okay.
See,
My colleague Rohini Swami wants to join this debate. Rohini, go ahead.
Hello?
Yes, Rohini.
Well, the question is, Gaurav, here, that why both political parties, both the BJP and the Congress, want to politicize this whole thing. The point that remains is the bigger picture of law and order of the state. One is that the fact that we've seen what happened in Madikeri. We've also seen spurts of violence that have taken place in Mangalore, in Mysore. The point that needs to be said is why, the question is, will the Karnataka government continue to celebrate Tipu Jayanti in spite of the fact we've seen so much of opposition and now we're seeing loss of lives? Can the Congress government answer that?
Respond to that, Mr. Gowda.
Sir, if the RSS wants to take out the procession, if BHP wants to take out the procession, are we disturbing their procession? No. On communal land? No, we have near never. If the government of Karnataka...
No, Mr. Gowda, my question is very simple. Mr. Gowda, my question is very simple. I'm just asking you, will you continue with the celebrations of Tipu Jayanti?
See, it is for the government of Karnataka to decide. I cannot speak on behalf of the government. I can also speak on behalf of my party, but it is for the government of Karnataka to decide whether to continue the celebration in future also. That is for them to decide, because I cannot answer for that question.
Okay, Mr. Simha, would the BJP oppose the celebration of Tipu Jayanti in future?
See, as a political party, in a democratic setup, we have every right to protest. We can call for the Band. But it is the duty of the state government to maintain the law and order situation by imposing 144 section. They did not do it. See, in the first place, let me ask my learned friend. See, when they brought people from adjacent Kerala and Mangalore, why did this district administration not stop these people from entering Kurk? That is when this problem started. And one more thing, is there a dearth for icons in Muslim society? Of course not. There are many really role models in Islam in Muslim society.
Okay.
In Karnataka, in my old Mysore region, we have got a great diwan called Sir Mirza Ismail, and there is one more famous minister, Nazir Saab. He was the pioneer of hand pumps across Karnataka. Well, he is highly revered. And
no, so you are alleging that the Congress party, what is your allegation? No, is your allegation that the Congress party, Mr. Simha, the Congress party deliberately chose Tipu Sultan for a reason? Is that what your allegation is?
Yes. They by choosing to celebrate the birthday of Tipu Sultan, they only reminded us the atrocities of Tipu Sultan. Otherwise, we were not talking about Tipu Sultan. If they had chosen Nazir Saab, Abdul Kalam, or Sir Mirza Ismail, or Sant Shishunal Sarif, we would have been more than happy to celebrate it. We are not against Muslims.
Rohini, what brought about this in the Karnataka government? What made them celebrate Tipu Sultan's birth anniversary?
Let me tell you, this has been a debate for a very long time. The first point that is being put forth, and I've been speaking to people not just in the Congress and the BJP, but to historians also. The idea behind it is, one, in the state of Mysore, in the state as it used to be called during Tipu Sultan's rule, at that time a lot of development took place under him, and they felt the need, and these are people, sections of people who are intellectuals, intelligentsia, who have actually stressed upon the fact that for the benefit of Karnataka and the development of Karnataka, Tipu Sultan had an important role, apart from the fact that he was a freedom fighter. what both the Congress and the BJP have, especially Mr. Simha and Mr. Gowda, has not been stressing is the fact about how Tipu Sultan is also known as a missile man, the man who developed the first missile in the country, and also in terms of sericulture for Karnataka. On the other hand, which is the argument that is put by the BJP in terms of massacring people, that is why the people of Kodagu have reacted the way they have, because the allegations are that Tipu massacred hundreds and hundreds of people in Kodagu as well as atrocities in Malabar region of Kerala. Now the point that remains is this whole debate has been brewing for some time, but the Karnataka Chief Minister yesterday also in a statement said that we should also see the good in some people, and seeing the good in Tipu Sultan, they felt that it is also important that a freedom fighter like Tipu Sultan, and this, let me say, is a statement that is being made by the Congress, a freedom fighter like Tipu Sultan, a person who has brought about development in the state of Mysore at that time, his centenary anniversary also should be celebrated. They're not saying that the others are not. But on the other hand, the BJP and the Congress also alleges that the BJP is politicizing it because they've seen only the ruthless part or the tyrannical part of Tipu Sultan. They're actually trying to overshadow the good.
What is there in history, Rohini, is for historians to take a look at. But these current death threats are most unfortunate and should be investigated in the right earnest. For the moment, Mr. Gowda and Mr. Pratap Simha of the BJP and the Congress, many thanks for joining me on the broadcast. Rohini will continue to track that story very closely. A quick break. News and updates continue on India Today.
जहाँ तक यादें याद आती रहेगी।